Have you ever wondered why majority of the profitable traders get profitable in between their third and fifth year? It's not because of the resources that they have access to, nor that they find a magical strategy which makes them profitable. So in this video, we'll explore why and what you can learn from it. So first, let's start with the why. Why trading performance skyrockets after 3 to 5 years? So if you have been into this game for 3 years or more, that's almost 1,000 days of you looking at the charts. You must have made all the possible mistakes by now, not once or twice, but repeatedly, and would have also seen the possible consequences of those on a large enough time horizon. You must have over-risked on a setup, and if you got lucky the first time or the second time, trying to replicate it again and again would have left you to nowhere but tons of loan accounts. It's one thing listening to someone's advice on YouTube and completely different to implementing it in real life. No matter how much I tell you that you should close all of your trades before big news events like NFP and even show you the potential benefits of doing so, you'll still have the natural tendency to try it once and see it for yourself. Once you make this mistake and when faced with a catastrophic loss, that is when you realize the importance of this advice and completely eliminate trading before big news events. Not until you made this mistake yourself, you learn from it. This is exactly what happened to me after my first year of trading. Lost in this trading world and trying to find profitability, I messaged a guy on Telegram who at that time seemed very profitable. He was a very gentle man, and before he dropped me the course on how he trades, he made me to promise something. I will also provide the screenshot of it on the screen, and as you can see, this conversation between us was on 30th Jan 2021, so 3 years from now. But basically, he asked me to promise to stick to that course only, explaining that over-information is toxic in trading. Though that is not how I trade right now, as it does not align with my personality, but if I just took that advice seriously at that point of time, it would not have taken me so long to become profitable. Instead of sticking to what he said, I went on to YouTube searching for the next holy grail, invested in 10 plus courses, and in doing so, wasted more than 2 years of my time before I found profitability. Looking back to it right now, I feel that maybe I needed to make that mistake and learn from it myself. My brain could not understand the intensity of this simple advice of avoiding over-information 3 years ago just because it was not exposed to the same knowledge and experience that it is exposed to right now. It did not have any proper context to stand by on this advice. So the ultimate form of learning is from your own experiences, and the lessons you learn from it is likely going to sink into your brain for a longer time than hearing the same advice from someone else, as you don't have the same perspective based on which the other person is giving you the advice. This is going very deep now, and I don't want to confuse you all, but what I want you to understand is that the lessons you learn from your own experiences is nowhere near to what you learn from a course or a YouTube video. So everything that we discussed in this video, like over-risking or over-information, is just a small piece of the puzzle. A profitable trader is an amalgamation of multiple other factors, so making mistakes in all these aspects and learning from it does takes time. It's not going to happen in a year or two. Another very big reason why trading performance skyrockets after 3 to 5 years of being in the game is because you get to know yourself better by then. The strategy that works for me may not work for you just because it does not align with your personality. So the longer you stay in the game, the more you realize what is it that you like and what is it that you don't. For some traders who are quick decision makers, scalping might work well for them, while for traders like me who can't manage the stress of lower time frame, day trading would be the perfect match. There's no right or wrong answer to this. It's all about understanding your choices and preferences and taking decisions based on that. Now, just to sum things up, here are the 2 reasons why trading performance skyrockets after 3 to 5 years of being in the game. Number 1, you would have already made all the possible mistakes by then and would have already learned from them, as experience is the ultimate form of teacher. And number 2, you develop a deeper relationship with yourself where you're more aware about your personality, which guides your future decisions. Now on to what you can learn from it, and should be very self-evident by now that you need to give it some time. The longer you stay in the game, the higher the probability of you succeeding. So the best way to succeed at trading is literally not by giving up. Trading as a skill would demand at least 3 to 4 years of your time before you become profitable. I see so many traders pressurizing themselves or feeling bad if they don't get profitable in their first or second year. I myself did not make money from trading up until my third year of trading. So I want you to manage your expectations accordingly, and if you're just starting out, I would recommend you to trust the process. Trading ain't a get-rich-quick scheme, and just like any other skill, it takes time to master trading. So don't be in a hurry to become profitable as soon as possible and quit your job. The more you chase something, the more it runs away from you. So take it slow and don't get mad at yourself for all the mistakes you make initially, because it's all part of the process. Embrace and accept those changes and aim to get 1% better every day. Now, if you want to have a look at all the mistakes I did in my initial years and potentially have the opportunity to fast track your success to profitability, then you can check out my previous video, and I guarantee you, if you implement everything mentioned in there, you'll become profitable in less than a year or two. But remember, implementation is the key. It's also one of the most watched video on my channel, so I'm sure you will love it. I'll pin that video somewhere on the screen and we'll catch you guys in there. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.